ahead and get inside this car and start putting some of the pieces back in that need to be together, clean up some stuff, and get this engine ready to go. And the first thing we're gonna do is get out the power washer. All right, so we got this all nice and clean. Well, not nice and clean, but we got it cleaner than it was before with the power washing. And I think the first thing we're gonna do is put in our new solenoid. Now we got an old one that's just sort of in place here. It's not really one that works here because this system was converted over to a 12 volt some time ago, because 1955 had a 6 volt system. We actually have a 12 volt with this new engine in here, or old new engine in here. And so my uncle did convert that over already, but he had to borrow this relay for another car. So this one here is just a 6 volt, which is no good to us. So we're gonna go ahead and replace it with this new one that we just got, starter solenoid, and let's check it out. So we notice where we're gonna keep track of where all the wires plug into, and go ahead and just pull them off right in place, and then set the other ones. When we set the solenoid in, they should pretty much fit right in there. They're pretty well bent to fit in the locations that they go, so it shouldn't be too hard. But getting a picture ahead of time to make sure that we have them in the right place is an excellent idea.
Probably happened. Maybe a little bit later.
So I'm going to start by removing this top here. So as you can see, or maybe you can from where you're at, still got a lot of cobwebs here that didn't quite get flushed out with the power wash. So we'll just remove those. And I have openings here because this cable is missing. Now we do have new spark plug cables, but because it's missing, I don't want to get any of this spray in there. So I'm going to use these high temp silicon plugs, which actually are for powder coating. And I'm going to find a couple that will fit in there and just block off that part. Put that in there so that those aren't going to get bothered by this. And we just got some carburetor cleaner here. I'm going to make sure it's working. All right, so I want to shoot away from the barrels first. And let's spray some on the inside here. So fortunately we're outside where it's nice and windy, as you can maybe hear in the microphone. So and you can see after it sits on there for a little bit, it does do a pretty good job of getting that stuff off. Now you can see that I have to leave it on there for a little bit, but we can start to see where it's starting to pull it off. All right, so we're going to check the oil level on it, see if it has any oil left in it. And you pull it out and wipe it off, and then we're going to take a look at that oil, see what it looks like. How's it look on the rag? Let's see that right here.
Looking pretty.
Yeah, that's not too bad actually.
Terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Terrible.
Go ahead and dip that in there and let's see. And right up here. Let's see.
That's not bad. It looks like it's full.
Yeah, it's full, and it doesn't
not
look
that
black.
dirty.
Wow.
Let's wipe it off and see what it looks like on the rag.
I think for starting it up, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so we got the new plug wires on here, new plugs. We checked out the fuel pump, which is down here, and it is pumping fuel. And we know that because we have a slight leak down here right underneath this throttle valve there. Or, I'm not sure what that is, but we got a leak right there. So, but we're going to try and see if it'll start. We have a fire extinguisher close by in case we need it, and a couple big towels, and put some gloves on. So, go ahead and go in there, Evan, just pump it a little bit and see if it's running. And hold on one sec here.
All right.
Make sure. Yep, we're going. All right, so go ahead. And we'll just let it run just a little bit and then turn it right off. Pump the gas. Pump. You're gonna have to pump the gas. Okay, stop. We got too much down here. I think we should fix this leak down here first before we get too involved. Yeah, because we might have. There's a lot of gas right here in a little bit of time. All right, go ahead and try it again. Go. All right, come on, you gotta keep it running. There you go. Oh, almost. Try it again.
Come on, baby. Come on.
All right, turn it off. Turn it off. All right, it runs.
It started.
It's freaking been there for a long time. Yeah, we started getting a lot of gas. Started getting a lot of gas leaking here, so I didn't want it to run too long.
Let's call it for now, but that's pretty good.
But yeah, it runs. I mean, what was the tags on the back? When was the last time this thing was tagged?
2001.
2001. This has been sitting.
Wow.
So all we needed to replace were the plug wires. The oil was still good, so we left that alone. It looks good, but we're going to go ahead and redo the oil. We just wanted to make sure the engine runs. We know now that the engine runs because you turned it off, right? It didn't go off by itself.
No, it went off by itself.
So we know the engine runs. We're going to go ahead and take care of the, make sure we get some new antifreeze in it, flush this all out, get the radiator and flush this all out. Clean this all up, maybe get a new carburetor kit. I think we'll pull this carburetor off and get a new carburetor kit. But other than that, it looks like it's gonna run. So now that we know it's gonna run, we can start working on all the other stuff and get this thing ready to go. All right, so as you see, we're pretty excited. We got the engine started. And this, I got to confirm from my uncle that the last time this thing ran was in 2001, and here it's 2023. So we're talking 22 years this engine has been sitting there, not running at all. And the only problem that we had is we had some leakage in the carburetor, which we'll address here real quick. But other than that, everything started, the engine runs, we know that. We don't know if the transmission runs yet. We haven't put it in gear and moved it yet, one step at a time. But we're pretty happy that it started. So thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned as we continue our rebuild of the 1955 Ford F100 and see how much fun we can have with it, or frustration. Either way, hopefully you stay tuned. Be sure to like and subscribe, and that way you can follow along easily. Thanks for watching.